So I'm going to share a hard and factual thing that y'all didn't know about me. I've experienced a lot of trauma through the result of food that's led to many deaths in my family. I have a family history of malnutrition, high fat diet, a lot of ancestors that died from di- high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attacks, blood clots, cancer. My mother has to get her gallbladder removed at the end of this month because of her epigenetic history of eating a diet high in unhealthy fats, refined carbs, sugars, pork, red meat, chitlins. She's changed her diet, but all that is still there. My father and stepfather died of a heart attack. My family member had to get the weight loss surgery at the age of 18 or 19 years old, I believe. I have a cousin who did the same thing. My mother got the weight loss surgery. She got a revision and a tummy tuck as well. I have an aunt that right now has gotten two open heart surgeries, has had multiple heart attacks after her open heart surgery because she refused to change her diet. Not moderate, but cold turkey change. Based on her circumstances, she can't even afford to eat bullshit in moderation. It is required for her to change her diet entirely to live, or she will soon die, probably this year. I hate to speak that, but it's just facts. But till this day, she's still struggling due to her epigenetic history of eating healthier foods. Yes, my food habits are impacted by my epigenetics, which is how my genes are expressed. Epigenetic studies show how your environment and your behaviors, like the food that you choose to eat or how you manage stress, can impact how your genes work. For example, emotionally, if my mother's response to stressful situations is high anxiety, yelling, and screaming, I could inherit that same emotional response. Or, for example, physically, my gene expression may instruct for light brown eyes versus blue eyes because of my parents, you know. But back to the food, I do criticize myself often over food, and I'm really hard on myself because I dislike this part of myself. I dislike this part of my epigenetics. I dislike some of my eating habits, and I've gotten better, but it has its challenges for me, right? But I declare that I will be a raw vegan, very healthy. I will be a raw and alkaline healthy vegan, and I will live a long life, and I will reverse my epigenetics when it comes to food, and sound healing is helping me along this journey. Scientifically, there are studies on how sound healing can reverse your epigenetics. What happens is the frequencies can alter your thoughts and emotions that are linked to gene expression by way of parasympathetic nervous system activation. How is this? When the parasympathetic nervous system is active, it slows down your heart rate and your brain waves through what's called entrainment, which is your heart and brain waves syncing into the rhythm of a particular sound or melody that I could play. Studies actually show when your heart and your brain wave slows down and are in sync, they actually can phase lock and become stronger, which promotes better clarity, mental processing, and relaxation because your heart is connected to the part of your brain that's responsible for its cognitive function. Your brain receives information through electromagnetic waves, which is energy from your heart. I'm a certified sound practitioner, which means I use different sound healing techniques through frequencies and vibration, which is basically an electromagnetic energy from instruments to promote mental and physical well being. Book a session with me so you can feel the change. Sound healing has reversed my emotional response to trauma and pain that I've experienced from others. I was able to respond in love. I stood strong in my morals when it comes to self instead of being vindictive. Sound healing is truly has been a breakthrough for me. Try it out for yourself.